You still had really great teachers. They would find something to teach, and they would find a way to care for young people, and they would find a way to preach the gospel, and it would be awesome still. Well, hello there, my friend. Jonathan Doyle with you here. Welcome aboard to the Catholic Teacher, kind of, sort of, daily, once in a while YouTube extravaganza. Now, I do a daily podcast for Catholic teachers, and if you haven't heard it, go into the links here. There will be a link across to my podcast because I do a short 5-10 minute max podcast every day of the week to encourage Catholic teachers around the world because you're doing an incredible job. Housekeeping, please subscribe to this channel. Go and check out all the other links, my webpage and everything's there, my Instagram page. I would love you to get in touch. I have the pleasure of speaking all over the world to hundreds of thousands of Catholic educators and leaders. So if you have an event, a conference, staff professional development, go check out the webpage because I would love to help you with that. Friends, we're going to talk a little bit today about something that I am naturally not very good at. Left to myself, I'm not. We're going to talk about joy. Holy Spirit's been convicting me about joy, and I want to talk to you as a Catholic educator about it because many of us can fall in the habit of thinking that we're either born effusive and extroverted and joyful, or we're not, and we're introverted, because I'm actually very introverted by nature. Love my books, love my solitude. That's kind of how I survive reality itself. So I've been on a bit of a focus on the concept of joy, and I think why it's relevant for Catholic education is because Catholic schools are little cultures, right? They're little mini kingdoms, little gospel-centered kingdoms, right? And as the church documents make really clear, the school, the climate of the school, this is in one of the key church documents, I think it's actually called the Catholic School, that the climate of a Catholic school, the temperature, the environment is made up essentially of the teachers. And I've taught on this for many years. Like, you could take the desks out, the chairs out, the technology out, the curriculum out, and if you still had really great teachers, they would find something to teach, and they would find a way to care for young people, and they would find a way to preach the gospel, and it would be awesome still. So if you have a group of joyful teachers, you get a certain kind of climate in your school. And if you have a bunch of miserable teachers, you get a different kind of climate in your school. What I want to suggest to you is that we need to steer away a little bit from this idea of, well, it just depends on people's natural temperament. I'm going to suggest it's actually, like everything in the Christian life, it's a both and. It is the work of the Holy Spirit, the gift of the Holy Spirit, and it's something we have to work at. So I want to give you a couple of great quotes here. They really jumped out at me and they're quite powerful. So let me share these two quotes with you now. Repulse any element of sadness that might tend to insinuate itself into you. That attitude should become the habit, the ordinary impetus of your soul. I really like that. It's like repulse any attitude that takes that joy away from you. Like, it should become a habitual disposition, something we work at. And recently in my prayer, I've sort of become more focused on asking the Holy Spirit to do that. I think I was reading the Divine Office, the Office of Readings earlier this week, and it makes clear that the joy that we need is a gift of the Spirit. So we have to ask for the gift from the Holy Spirit of joy, and then we have to practice it. Now let me show you this other quote. It's a really good one. Cheerfulness takes courage. We must pull the ground out from under the feet of that melancholy that is no good for either this world or the next. Boom, like brain explosion, like cheerfulness takes courage. Like, that's a pretty amazing idea. That to be cheerful requires us to be brave, to choose cheerfulness and joy in the face of difficulty and setback. And I really like that metaphor. We must pull the ground out, or the feet out from under that melancholy, which is no good for this world or the next. This is a hard one, right? Because if things are going hard for you in life and life's difficult, it's very easy to go, well, you'd be miserable too if you knew what I had to live with, and these students are terrible and the principal hates me. This is calling us to take a deliberate action, regardless of how we feel. So I've been practicing this week. I've actually been doing the two things that I'm supposed to do. One is that I ask in the mornings during morning prayer, I ask the Holy Spirit to give me that spirit of joy. And it's funny, I think it was at dinner last night, one of my daughters said to me, she's gone, like, what's up with you tonight? Like, you're just like out there. And I was sort of funny, I hadn't noticed, but I was a bit more animated, and I was being a bit silly, and we're having a laugh. Oh, and just on that, can I do this? My daughter told me this amazing joke yesterday. It's really good. Why doesn't Jesus wear jewelry? Because he breaks every chain. You're welcome. No charge. I thought I was very good. I was very proud of her. So last night at dinner, she can see this, right? She can sense this kind of change, this kind of growth in joy. So, like I said, everything in the Christian life, there's paradox, there's mystery everywhere. We've got to ask for it, and then we also got to do it. So we ask for the grace from the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, make us joyful. Don't make it complex. So my prayer, I'm like, Holy Spirit, please. Friends, and I'm teaching this because I'm introverted. I'm quite happy to be self-contained and just to do my own thing. To come out of myself and to be joyful is a grace and a gift, which I need to ask the Spirit for. And I have to practice it. Practice it in the real moments of daily life. All right, so you've got a couple of quotes there. You've got an idea in your head. What I'm trying to say to you in summary is, how would your school be different if the majority of the people there were practicing joy? Not waiting for a reason to feel joyful. Not going, okay, listen, I'm going to be joyful when I win the lottery, when my kids have come back to faith and perfect, when my marriage is amazing, when I'm not stressed, when all those things are done, then I'll do some joy for you. But right now, no joy. We got to do it, even if we don't feel it. Ask for the grace, put it into practice. All right, so I'm just trying to put that thought in your head. Imagine your school community if more of you practiced the decision for joy. All right, let me know what you think. Pop something in the comments. If you're not on the regular daily podcast, please go under here and go through to the daily podcast so that you're getting that every day. Instagram's there, and of course my website, jonathandoyle.co, if you'd like to book me. I'm doing a lot of consultancy work these days for big Catholic organizations where I come in and work on particular projects for them. So yes, I love the speaking. I would love to come and speak at your school, your diocese. So that's definitely still an option. It's all on the website, but consultancy stuff is an option there as well. All right, God bless you. I am praying for you. Thank you so much. My name is Jonathan Doyle. You and I are going to talk again very soon.